Okay, so good afternoon, students. So today we are going to learn about the rational rows tool and where we can draw the diagram. Say suppose this is the diagram what you have to draw. So after you install the rational rows tool, you can see in the start as when you say rational rows, so it will be given. So rational rows 98 enterprise edition. So this is not free, so which is available in our lab. So when you do it in the college, you are supposed to do in this only, okay, for your exams and all. Maybe since you don't have this tool, you can do it in the free software, that is star UML, what you are doing all these days. Okay, so by default, as I told you, whatever the tool you take, it will be in the class diagram view only. Okay, so here when you see, when rational rows is loaded, so as soon as by default class diagrams, and also you can see the different views here. So how we have the architecture of UML, if anyone remembers, architecture of UML will have 5 interlocking views, if you remember. So the first one is use case view, the middle one use case view, and towards left what we had design view and process view. So here design view and process view are combined into one view, that is called logical view. Okay, design and process view are combined as logical view. And then we have right side of the diagram, you have component view above, and down one deployment, or component view we call it as implementation view, because during implementation we use all the components .exes, .dlls, all that will be there in the components. So that is component view. And the deployment view. See, if you want me to show that diagram also, I can show it now. So if you can wait, so quickly I'll just show that. I don't know chapter 2 is there or not with me. So quickly let me browse. Takes time on my system. It's not coming only. Just a minute, again I'll type. Yeah, this is the diagram actually I wanted to show you. Okay, so this one if you see, so modeling UML architecture. So this is the diagram what we have. Middle we have use case view. So that is what use case view we are talking about. Design view and process view. So these two are combined into logical view. And implementation view is nothing but our component view. And deployment view is nothing but the deployment view. Okay. So that is how all the views here we are going to see in the UML. Okay. So that is the one what I wanted to show you. What was the class diagrams chapter? Eight. Okay, so that's what the architecture of UML and how those views are given in the tool itself. Okay, here use case view means you will get use case diagrams. So when you click on this, so this means nothing but when you click on this, you will get a use case view diagram window, and whatever the icons what are used for use case diagram, so that will be opened. And when we say logical view, so that is about class diagrams. Okay, and those diagrams we are going to get under logical view only. We will be getting sequence, collaboration and all. So by default these are the things what you are going to get. Under component you will get component diagrams and related icons will be given. And under deployment diagrams, and during deployment what are the icons there. So like this we can open the diagram and start once you analyze and draw the rough diagrams in your books. So seeing those you can do it in the system. So this is one way. So the next way what we can do is you can go to view. Okay, so it should be in the standard view. One minute more. Some icons are not coming. I don't know why. So since we are not doing any project here, just drawing the diagrams, so we can just say cancel and then we get like this. So usually the icons will be like this, file, edit and all. So when you go to browse here, browse icon, you can see all the diagrams here. Whereas in rational rows where we got all the diagrams. In model add diagram means you will get all diagrams here. But whereas here you go to browse, you get all diagrams. Okay, so this is what you have to do in the college, and this is the freeware tool what you have. So later for your projects and all, star UML only you will be using. Okay, so whichever you are convenient with, by the time your offline classes will start, so whichever you are convenient with, I'll ask them to install that only in the lab. Okay. So, and since it is the class view, so quickly I'll show you the class diagrams how to draw. Either from here, go to browse, select the class diagram, okay, and you can give the name to that, or else you can go to logical view, click on this, it will be a class diagram only by default. So after that, what we are going to do, drag and drop. Okay, so here directly we can start typing, or say right click, open specifications. So here easily you can give the names. So that is company and class type. If at all you want to mention what type of class it is, then those things can be given. So apply. So then attributes, if at all you want to give, click here, place the icon and say insert. So since we are not don't want to give any okay, we don't want to give any attributes for this, so then also we can give. So options, so you can show, and here also you will get suppress attributes and suppress. See, it will be there in everything, ma, but only thing we need to know what all to be used when you are selecting, and if you are not getting, see that the tool is not selected. Okay. Open specifications. So go here. Department, and for department what attributes we are giving. So keep here, say insert, and then name, and whatever type you want to give. So type also can be specified as apply. Okay, we have to do. So like this we are going to give the classes here also. So similarly here also we have to see why department we are getting is by default it was that given. Open specification, and what we want to give, office we have to give here, and attributes if at all you want to specify anything, insert, address, and type you can specify. Okay, address either ways you can give, either by clicking and typing here or by giving there also. Anything would be okay. Okay, so likewise you can give the classes here. And here also directly you can start typing, either ways. See, once you start doing, no, then you will get an idea. Okay, so likewise you have to drag and drop the classes, and you have to name those classes. Okay, so I'm just dragging and dropping. So however you want, once you write, so you can rearrange them, and after you rearrange however you want, you can suppress and all those. Then you can also give the symbols what all you want to give. See here in rational row, in star UML, directly only the link can be taken. So here the link can be stopped in between. Like this you can give the symbol what you wanted to give. Okay, the similar way. Okay, after that see to that you join them and make it as one. Okay, so that lines and all we need to take care. Okay, so you can join them and keep them properly. And also here also you have the symbols. If you're not knowing what it is, you can just place the cursor over there. It will tell you what it is. Okay. Yeah, so like this we can give all the relationships and all. So once that is done, so I can also give multiplicity. So by selecting that, right click. So here you can select multiplicity, what multiplicity you want to give. So it is one or more you select. And here when you click here and say right click and multiplicity, when you want to give many, so then say n, so then it will give you star. So likewise every tool will have the things prescribed to that, so accordingly we have to give. And role name means maybe department role name, or if you have person and company, so the role names we give, no, employee, employer, like that we can give. And stereotype label, yeah. Okay, so you can also see for any other adornments it's giving by value, by reference, unspecified mode, stereotype label. So label we have given. So maybe label along with okay. So that's how we can specify all the other details also. Multiplicities we can specify, this is since many, so we just make it as many. Wherever we want we select that multiplicity n. Okay, so likewise we are going to draw all the diagrams. And here also for this, if at all you want to give an interface, select an interface is given. Okay, if you remember, this is the expanded form of that interface, and that interface can be linked between these two. Okay, so that's how we can draw every diagram and we can give all the adornments to that. Okay, so this is about all the class diagrams and all what I was telling you. First you need to draw the diagram for the given case study, and then we can draw that diagram. Okay, so this is about the class diagrams in this tool. So I will stop the recording of this and again I'll start. So this is about class diagrams, how we draw. in star UML and rational rows tool.